This is Tech Genie, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the charger port on a Samsung Galaxy S8. In this part we're going to need playing cards pretty much, and a heat gun. Make sure you use a temperature control heat gun and don't ramp the heat up too high. Usually I keep it around 270 or so. And pretty much it's barely hot to the touch, but not to the point where you're going to burn yourself. The reason why for that is you don't want to damage the battery or any internal components of the display. So I just keep it hot to the touch enough just to go ahead and soften the adhesive a little bit, but that's about it. One thing to note though, this phone won't be water resistant if you're using red tape to reseal it. So if you want to make it water resistant again, you do have to buy it original back from Samsung with the adhesive on it. So go ahead and just use the heat gun and keep moving around so you don't localize in one spot. You want to keep the heat gun moving. And just go all the way around, especially hit the bottom and top pretty much, because that's where the most adhesive's going to be. As long as we do this for about a couple minutes or so. I already kind of preheated it, so I'm just reheating it again. And I'm going ahead and checking the temperature every so often just to see if it gets up to temperature. And just keep going around and around. This back door is kind of cracked, so I'm going to end up replacing the back door. And then there you go. Still keep going a little bit more. Like I said, you gotta go all the way around. Make sure it's hot enough. Okay, and then for the next part, you're gonna need a razor blade. So what you want to do is make sure you have the edge flat against the surface. You don't want to have it pointed, otherwise you'll crack the back if you didn't have an uncracked one. And just make sure you stick the card in the slot that I just cut through for the actual with the blade. And you just gonna go around. It's gonna be a little bit hard at times, especially get through the bottom because there's a lot of adhesive. But pretty much you're just gonna saw through the adhesive with the playing card. And just keep going around. I keep usually one card top to keep it from re-sticking to itself, and then I continue to reheat it to make it easier. So just keep heating around there. Okay then, and then once you get done, go ahead and use the other card and go back where it started with the other card and just go back around. And here I have to get around the crack. And then sometimes it gets a little bit difficult, but just keep pushing your way through. And once you push your way through, just make sure you don't lift the back once you get the back completely off too fast, because you don't want to damage the wireless charging pad underneath. You don't want to rip it off. And then there is a cable going to the fingerprint scanner you got to be careful with. So just take a flathead and just lift it gently off. Don't need to put much force on it. Then you can separate the two halves. And we're pretty much ready for the next part, so just put everything aside pretty much. For the next part, we're going to go ahead and remove the screws in the mid frame. You're going to need a P800 precision screwdriver. Then you go and remove these screws pretty much that I'm pointing at. Just go and remove everything that you can see visibly on this side. Go and move them all the way around. And once you get done removing all the screws all the way around, we're going to put, I'm at least going to put the screws right in the back cover right there so I can keep them in a safe spot separated. You're going to need these following tools right here for this part. First thing we're going to do is go and get the SIM tray out right away. Can't tell you how many times people forget to remove these when they're removing the board. So just go and pop it in the hole and then just go and put it aside. Once you get done with that, then you're going to take your plastic pry tool and we're going to go right at this corner right here to go and lift the top antenna assembly with the charging pad. And we're going to lift it away and put it aside right now. Then the next step you're going to need to do is move this plastic piece right here. And then we're going to move the bottom speaker assembly with the bottom antenna and move that away. Now the very first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery cable right here. So we're going to do that. And then you're going to remove these connectors here because you do have to remove the motherboard. So I'll go ahead and remove that, and then the SMA connectors too as well. And pretty simple enough. You just go ahead and lift underneath very carefully. You don't need to put much force on these. After you get done removing the connectors, then you're going to remove the SMA connectors. For this, you're going to need a flathead and just go right underneath it and just pop it up. Don't need to put much force on it. And just go in an upward motion so you don't end up breaking the SMA connector off the board. And then remove this connector too. Then you gotta take your plastic tool because you don't want to damage the main board connector right there. And you could go and pry it away from the charger port. Okay, and then there we go. Once you lift the board up, then you can go and slide it out. Just make sure you don't rip the battery cable or any other cables. And then go and put it on an anti-static surface and make sure it's an anti-static surface so you don't damage the main board. So we'll go and put that in a safe spot there. And that'll be it for this part. For the next part, we're going to remove the headphone jack. So you're going to remove this connector and this screw right here. So I'm going to go and do that. You don't need to remove the battery. I did it for a different reason in this video. But just go ahead and pop the edge of the headphone jack out. Make sure you don't rip the cable. And then you can go in and move it to the side. You can see the waterproof sealing there. Just put it aside for safekeeping. For the next part, we're going to go and remove the 4 screws that hold the charger port with the mic assembly in. So you're going to want to go and remove those 4 screws there. Okay, after you get done removing the 4 screws that was holding the charge port mic assembly in, there is one piece on the side that's located by the motherboard connector. You got to pull it side out so that way you can get it over the piece there. And then you gotta gently lift on the connector and just pull the charger port out pretty much. It's in one piece and there is no sticky stuff holding it down, so just be very careful. Take your time with it, and then you can pull it straight out. Then you can just replace the new charger port in reverse order. Just make sure you get the right part and then reinstall everything in reverse order pretty much.